Well, y'all, I am going to try to plant a fig tree. I think I'm going to put one right there where that bag was, or is, where I had tomato plants planted. I'm going to try to get that bag out, and it should leave me a hole big enough to put my fig tree in. I'm hoping. But look at, right behind me. Look at that. He came out in the garden because he wanted to be close, but he's going to take a nap in the sun. Isn't that sweet? Let's get this on the road. I'm hoping I can get this bag dug out with too much problem. I want to get this planted before it starts getting hot weather, and before our rainy season starts, because we should get quite a bit of rain. And I didn't put my gloves on. What did I do with my gloves, y'all? Let me go find my gloves. I think I laid them over here. I don't know what I did with my gloves. It's crazy. I had them right here. Oh, there they are. Right here in front of me, y'all. And I didn't see them. Right here in front. But my fig trees are starting to bud out. And I don't want to continually keep them in the greenhouse if they're starting to grow. If they're coming out of dormancy. I want to get them in the ground somewhere. And before all the Bermuda grass took over out here, this was the best place in the world to plant my garden. But then we got the water restrictions, and I couldn't water in ground anymore. Plus the fact, like I said, I had Bermuda grass taken over. I don't know how I'm going to get this out of here. I'm hoping it's going to be a big enough hole. Good gracious almighty. Whew. It's like the bag is entwined in the dirt. Looks like to get the bag out, I'm going to have to split it open and just dig. Good gracious. Whew. I needed my boots on rather than my flip-flops. Oh. Some of this dirt in these pots, because it's all broken down and it's really good soil in here. that bag out of there. And it ain't coming except in pieces. This was one of the few spots I could actually dig to plant something for the rocks. And now my bag's in the way. But my hole's already cut in the ground cover under the wood chips, so I don't have to worry about cutting that. And you want this pretty well level anyway. And this is a fig brown turkey fig. And I've never planted figs before. But look at all those roots. Look at that. It's getting root bound. Whew. I am going to put a little bit of that fig mixture in the bottom. Look at there, that was perfect. I got some coffee grounds I'm going to add to it, to the sides. Put some around it. That way it goes down the sides of it, and I've got a few eggshells. That's the reason I like using this to put my compost in, because I can add it when I plant something real easy. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this. Well, you know what? First I'm going to take one of these buckets that's catching the runoff water from the totes, and I'm going to water it down real good. Make sure all that water goes right down in the hole. And then I'm going to start putting some of that dirt that come out of that bag around the top. as it grows, I can move the totes if they, if it gets in the way. Move them back away from it a little. Whew. So there's that one planted. And I haven't completely decided where I want to put the other one. I bought two. Well, that's going to pose a problem right there. The limb is kind of on the fig stem. I can move it over just a tiny bit. So the fig, because it's got a bud at the end of it. Need to get that hammered back down in there. There, now at least that little bud can open up. It's not directly on that tote and it's not touching it. Move it over just a tiny bit more. Whoop. Need to get something under there. I'm gonna break my neck, Keep on the way I'm going. It's kind of warped on this corner. I don't know if I can pick it up with one hand. Whew. There. That's got it a little bit straighter. That's just the lead wire on this pole. And I may end up pulling the pole up. I don't know yet because I don't know what I'm going to do with my shade cloth this year. I don't know if I'm going to need that pole there or not. We're going to change things up in the garden this year. Hopefully, my fig tree will eventually get big enough that it's going to shade some of the garden back here. And I'm not going to need so much shade cloth overhead. That's the plan anyway. So we'll see. But there's my brown turkey fig tree, y'all. I think this is a good spot for it. Like I said, I just don't know where I'm going to put the other one. I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. And where I can dig a hole to put it. But I think this will be a real good spot for this. I mean, you can see it's got buds. See that green bud? It's got buds coming out on it. And if we get another freeze, I may have to cover it a little bit. But that's not going to be a problem, I don't think. But it doesn't look like we got any freezes coming up anytime soon. So, we'll see. But this is supposed to be the time of year you can plant fruit trees. And look where little Lucky is. Over there in the shade, in the bushes. Whew. In the shade, in the bushes. He could care less. Well, I think I'm gonna plant my other fig tree right here in this pot. It's got big holes in the bottom, so the roots can go through the bottom if it does live and grow. But I've always wanted to put a tree here. I had rose bushes here, but they didn't make it. Oh. And this is let's see what the name of this one is. It's a LSU purple fig tree. I had been dumping food scraps in here, so I know the soil is rich. I put coffee grounds in there, eggshells. And like I said, if it comes to freeze, I'll cover it with something to try to keep it from freezing, but I don't think I need to wait any longer to get it in the ground. Really, I don't. It's pretty much as deep as it was in the pot. And I don't have to mark it, it's already got a tag on it. Get over here and water it. I've got compost tea here that was in the back garden. So that has the plant food and everything in it. I like to keep the tag out of the dirt. So there is my 2 fig trees. My brown turkey fig tree's back there in the middle of the garden, and my LSU purple fig is right here. I've had carrots and all kind of stuff in there. And I want to put my butterfly back here. You know, eventually the tree will get big enough that I'll have to take it out. But for right now, I want it in here. I have to put the rocks back around it. Keep it in place. that's okay. It's just temporary because I like the light that comes on. It's got a night light at the top. So there you go. We planted 2 fig trees today. February 16th. Get over here and put my shovel back in the shed because I'm done out here for today. It's hot. I'm sweating. So, I think I accomplished quite a bit today. I got 2 fig trees planted. So y'all get your fruit trees planted if you got any. Lemon trees, avocado trees. I wish I could grow avocado here, but they will not survive the cold in the wintertime here. Even the 1 or 2 nights that we get that's down to like 20 degrees, it kills the avocado. I've grown them good all summer, and then come winter, they'll die. I haven't tried putting them in the greenhouse. I did try putting one in the house one year, but by the time it came out in the yard in the spring, it looked like it was at death's door. It didn't survive. It didn't look good after that. So if you can't leave them outside and let them survive all winter, you really can't grow a decent avocado tree. Unless you've got a huge pot and you grow it in a great big pot and you can move it in a greenhouse that's climate controlled as far as humidity and heat to keep it alive, and then you can move it out in the spring. I can't move those big pots, so I haven't tried that. And my greenhouse is not big enough to accommodate one of those great big pots. You know, like the one a fig tree is in. When it's full of dirt with a tree in it, I can't move it. It's just too big. So, there you go, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. There's my pineapple. We'll see if it survives and what it does out here. And did you know that a pineapple only produces 1 pineapple? 1 pineapple plant only produces 1 pineapple. I didn't believe that. I said you have to have a lot of pineapple plants to produce pineapples for market then. But you learn something every day. Look at there, little Lucky was working hard to help me with my planting my pineapple. He's tuckered out.